I need some help to pry this door open. Nothing could open this door. Plenty of water here. If it's drinkable, then we won't die right away. We'll have plenty of time to starve to death. If Maggie were here, I'd tell her not to take a chance on swimming in the same water with a large eel that may or may not think of her as dinner. So maybe I'll take my own advice and stay on dry land. If Maggie were here, I'd tell her not to take a chance on swimming in the same water with a large eel that may or may not think of her as dinner. So maybe I'll take my own advice and stay on dry land. Another ghost. The last one pointed the way down into the Nexus. Of course, that's how Brink died. A bunch of displays set into the walls. Inscriptions here and there. I'd say it looks like some kind of museum. Symbols written on a plate. Looks like an alphabet. I can't open it. Strange glowing crystals. Another one of these engravings on a stick. That canister sure packs a punch. Could this be some sort of burial chamber?
Boston!
Maggie, I found you.
I wasn't aware that I was missing.
You know what I mean. I found a way to get where you are. Through the museum, back that way.
That's nice, Boston. If that's the museum, then I guess this is the library.
I found out how to open doors back in the Nexus. There's a tram that leads out here.
Look, Boston, I think it's great you're finding things out, but I'm trying to concentrate here. I feel like I'm so close to making sense of some of this stuff, and I just want to stay here and keep working. All right?
Sure, of course. Anyway, I know where to find you, and you know how to get out of here if you want to.
Thanks. Yes. When I learn something, I'll call you on the box, okay?
All right. All right, yes, I won't bug you anymore right now.
I've decided that has to be a control console for a data retrieval system. When I use the controls, different inscriptions appear, sometimes different languages. If English comes up, I'll let you know.
Robbins. There's no doubt about it, Maggie. These ghosts are trying to guide us.
Well, I wish one of them would come here and help me translate these inscriptions.
Maggie, I found a plate like the ones in the asteroid that triggered our journey here.
For all we know, any plates we find might send us on a voyage to the opposite edge of the galaxy.
Tell you what, I'll keep looking for more of them and you decipher that language so we can read the directions.
Great. You get to look for metal things lying around on the ground while I have to decode a completely alien language without any information about how they think or what they might be writing about. Yeah, that's a fair division of labor.
Still looking for more of these plates, Maggie.
While you're at it, see if you can find a big juicy steak. Or, I'm not fussy, a nice salad, or even a couple of grapes.
I found this in the museum. Can you read it?
It's not the same set of symbols I'm finding in the database here. I don't think it's designed for strangers to be able to read it.
I wish you could read this inscription. I keep thinking that it really matters.
Give me a chance to get a handle on their language first. I'll give your inscriptions a try when I can.
You won't believe what I found, Maggie. I just turned on something that looks like a bridge made out of light.
A bridge made from light? Where does it go?
I don't know yet. I can't quite bring myself to step foot on it.
I understand.
Do you think it's possible to raise the dead?
Spiritually, yes. I've witnessed many ceremonies. Physically rejuvenate, I'm not sure. Why?
Oh, probably nothing. How are you doing with your data retrieval?
I'm retrieving, I'm just not understanding.
But you're pretty sure it's their language.
I don't know. Just like the museum you found, I think this library was meant to be used by lots of different species. I think this language may have been especially designed to be easy to translate.
If it's easy, why is it taking so long?
It's easy compared to translating a genuinely alien language that you've never heard spoken aloud. Give me a break, Boston. I think I've got a handle on a couple of the symbols, but I have to test it out and see if it makes sense.
I'm thinking that maybe we should consider teaming up again.
Why? I think the answer to getting home is here in these displays. You go out and explore like you have been, and I'll work at getting us home. When I figure it out, I'll take you with me. No charge.
I'm sorry Brink is dead, but I don't think it's right for you to blame me for it.
I don't blame you.
It's not safe for us to be separated.
It's not safe for us to be together either. In fact, Boston, it's just plain not safe.
I'm sorry that I can't protect against every possible accident, but that doesn't mean it isn't better for us to stay together.
Would you stop taking this personally, Boston? I'm doing my best to decipher the inscriptions that are all over the place here. Would you be any good at that?
No.
So please, go do what you're good at, and I'll stay where I am and do what I can do best.
Brink's death scared me too, Maggie.
Well, it didn't scare me. I've seen people die before, Boston. I've covered terrorism, I've covered executions, I've covered wars.
So what you're saying is this is just another assignment for you?
Coming on the space shuttle to divert the course of Attila, that was just another assignment. Nobody ever asked me if I wanted to go to an alien world from which there might be no return.
Nobody knew.
You expected something alien, Boston, and you didn't tell me.
What if you had known? Known everything. Coming here, being marooned, Brink dead.
Oh, shut up, Boston.
You would have come anyway, wouldn't you?
Don't you have something useful to do?
Brink's still dead.
Thanks for the status report.
Have you deciphered any of the wall engravings yet?
Yeah, it's the user manual to an old mainframe computer.
As irritating as he was sometimes, I really miss having Brink around.
There's nothing you could have done. Let it go.
Thanks. There's a huge amount of energy flowing along this column. You could be irritating something. Who knows if this will even work? Even if these really are the same crystals I saw resurrecting an alien in that museum display, they weren't designed for humans, but it's worth a shot. Brink, are you okay?
I feel fine. What happened? I remember digging. and the ground gave way under me.
Brink, you've been dead for several hours.
You Americans, always exaggerating.
I assure you, Brink, no pulse, no breath, dead. But I found a couple of life crystals in a museum, and from a display there, I got an idea of how to use them.
Where's the crystal? I have to see it.
I wasn't sure it would work on a human being.
Our cellular structures must be very similar. Boston, it didn't just bring me to life. It brought me to life. I feel more powerful, more energetic, more alive than I've ever felt before.
Maggie, do you read me?
Yes, I do. I hope this is important.
I think so. Brink isn't dead anymore, Maggie.
You have a very sick sense of humor. Goodbye.
No, wait, I'm serious.
Deadly serious.
Brink! I can't believe it.
It was a crystal I found in the museum. The display there showed it bringing someone back to life. So I tried it.
A crystal that heals the dead. If we ever get back home, this will change the world. It'll change everything.
It's not just being alive again, Maggie. I feel perfect. I feel like I never knew what good health was until today.
Now it's all the more important we find a way home.
It's always kind of important to me.
Keep exploring, Boston. I'll get back to work on the language.
You got it, Maggie. Uh-oh. The other trams came as soon as I called them. Maybe there are some controls somewhere. Brink, would you give me a hand with this?
Sure.
On three. 1, 2, 3. That was the longest visit from a ghost yet.
the whole display centered on this basin. It's full of crystals. Are these the life crystals? Like the one you used to bring me back to life?
They look like it.
Then it couldn't be more clear. These life crystals are the reason they brought us to this world. They have found the secret of life, and they want to share.
Weren't you watching, Brink? I don't care what language you speak, that ghost shaped itself like a skull. It was warning us. These crystals are dangerous.
It was the symbol of death, Lo. These crystals are the antidote for death. That's what it meant.
What if there are side effects? Did you think of that?
The side effect is that I feel better than I ever felt before. If you had used a life crystal on yourself, your mind would also be as clear as mine. And you'd see that there is nothing more important than getting these crystals and using them.
Brink, I think you're wrong. I think we need to be careful.
These aliens are kind and good, Commander. They have given us a gift.
Yeah? Well, if this is all so perfect, where are these aliens?
Maybe they've moved on to a higher plane of existence.
Or maybe they're all dead.
See how badly your brain is working. How could they be dead? They invented these life crystals. Commander, I feel sorry for you. Still tied down by an ordinary mind and ordinary fears. But I feel too good to want to argue with you. Believe what you want. I'm taking as many of these crystals as I can carry.
Well, I'm gonna take some for study back on Earth. I'm just not gonna use them.
But you will, Commander.
Maybe I should take one more life crystal. Gross. Hey, Brink. Do you think... Brink? Brink? Where are you? Brink, answer me.
Brink, can you hear me? Where are you?
Maggie? Brink's run off. He wasn't acting very rational when we found a big supply of life crystals. I'm afraid maybe those things are addictive, or they altered his personality or something. A ghost tried to warn us, but Brink was feeling too cocky to listen to good advice.
Just when this place starts looking benign, it finds new ways to be dangerous.
Anyway, I'm going on without him. I can't think of anything else to do.
I'll try to contact him now and then, see if he's willing to talk.
Thanks, Maggie. I'm beginning to take this personally. Nobody wants to stay with me. Maybe it's my deodorant. I think it failed somewhere back there on Attila. it won't do anything. You just need a little something to make you complete, my friend. How about a little alien explosive device? Boom. Now that the water's safe for swimming, I think it's time to see what's in that underwater cave. Nice view. Another engraving.